So thank you very much. Welcome to the Informatica Day in Turkey. I've been with the company for 5 years now, and it's my 5th Informatica Day. Prior to that, I was attending similar events in Madrid, in Paris, in Milan, and it's an honor and a privilege to be with you today in Istanbul in my first Informatica Day with you in Turkey. In one of the most beautiful cities in the world, with centuries of history in front of us. So it's very, very exciting. It's a tremendous opportunity for us. In my 5 years of experience with Informatica, to be honest, we've been talking about data all the time. 5 years ago, the message was around the data-driven enterprise, and then how data can be used as an asset, how data could be a technical differentiator. But today we are going to talk about a real transformation. We are in the middle of a change of an age. We're moving from the age of productivity to the age of engagement. It's a fundamental change, a fundamental shift in the market that we are very excited about and we wanted to share with you. So what do we mean with the fundamental change in the age? So now people are producing and consuming data in a completely different way, right? Now data is available to all of us over the internet, with mobile devices. Data is all around us, and we produce and consume data on a very personalized way, right? Because of that, the way that data is producing value for us as individuals have changed completely. In the past, data was, or the main objective of data was to support business processes, to make those business processes more efficient, to make companies work better and optimize their business. Now, data is the beginning of the process, is the end of the process, is the process itself. Data has become currency, really. So it is playing a completely different role compared to what we used to have in the past. Today, businesses are producing more data than before. Human interactions with social networks are producing more data and inexistent data before. Even machines are producing more data than ever. So we are inundated with data, right? That's the main change in the age. That's why we're moving from productivity to engagement. How people are interacting with data today is completely different. So if we look at the retail business, for instance, competitors are one click away of distance. So if we are in a store, we're interested in a particular product, I can see in seconds what is the best available price for the particular product I'm interested in. Amazon.com has changed the way we do business in retail. If we talk about healthcare, now with personal devices like Fitbits or heartbeat sensors, we can inform our doctors about our health status in real time. This didn't exist before. If we talk about General Electric, for instance, they are producing engines for airplanes, loads of sensors that can produce data about 1 terabyte of information per flight. And some of this data can be used to take decisions in real time during the flight, or some data can be analyzed right after. So that's what we mean when we say that there's a new paradigm, there's a new way of consuming information. Now, the age of engagement has different drivers. The first driver would be change in the workforce. So in the past, data used to be available with big ERP systems, with data warehouse applications, and so on. Today is no longer the case. Today, data is always on, always available, over the internet, with our mobile devices. So it's not okay to have delays in the data, not to be consuming real-time data anymore. People are not used to it anymore. The second force, the second driver is the personalized experience that I was mentioning before. People are not used to consume data on their own way, with their own devices, with a latency that makes sense for them. So just to give you an example, my personal experience, if I need to recruit a new employee to manage the marketing department in Romania, for instance, what is preventing me to go directly to LinkedIn and look for the information I want? I don't need to go to the recruitment department. I don't need to go to the IT department, get a number of reports, do the research, and then get the information that is ready for me. I can go and immediately get the profile information for the candidate I'm looking for. Another example is I use reports to manage my business, and I cannot wait for IT to create a centralized data warehouse, put the data I'm interested in, and spend several months for me to get the information back in on my desk. So what I do is I have the cloud CRM system, I have the spreadsheets that I'm receiving from marketing, and I have external information. I put it together on my desktop, and I create my own reports. I'm not relying on anybody else to produce the information that is relevant for my business, right? And that's, I think, one of the reasons why players like ClickTech or Tableau are being so successful nowadays. It's because they allow end users to produce the data they need when they need it with the latency that is required for the business needs, right? Now, the challenge of the situation I'm describing now is for IT. How is IT going to support me? If I have information available from different sources with the latency that I want, and I can do with information whatever I want. How IT is going to ensure that I'm managing accurate data that is safe, that is clean, that is protected. So this is a fundamental change for the way that IT operates, and this is a fundamental change for the architecture and the technology that IT has to use and the business value that it has to provide to me as an end user, right? The next driver I wanted to discuss is the self-learning system. So we were discussing about the retail business before. So now retail companies are not interested in how customers are dealing with the company. That's a done deal. That's something that is past. Now retail companies are interested about how customers are interacting with other people, because maybe these other people could become new customers for us. So that's the power of leveraging social interactions and putting this information together with the information that we have in our business. So self-learning systems completely changing the paradigm with the objective to serve customers anywhere. So if I want to be the most competitive company positioning a product, I have to make sure that I'm going to be available with mobile devices in real time with the product information that is relevant for the business, right? Security. How can we make sure that all this information I'm talking about is secure? How can I make sure as a company that I'm not going to put at the disposal of everybody information that is confidential or information that cannot be disclosed? How can we manage this situation now? In the old world, it used to be easy. We used to have one ERP, the information was secure in the ERP, and that's it. We only grant access to end users to that ERP application. When we moved to the analytics world, with the old data warehouses, with the old business intelligence systems, if we secure the database, we ensure security. But what can we do today? That information is everywhere. Information is available over the internet via different devices and so on. How can we ensure security? Now the role of security is slightly different. Now we need to put policemen with the different applications identifying where potential vulnerabilities are available to make sure that we keep the information as our asset in the company under control all the time. And we'll talk about secure at source today as the Informatica response for that. Now, how to solve the big hairy problems? The most important and complex problems we can think of. Today, technology is available to map and simulate brain connections and resolve super difficult and complex problems if we want, right? So technology is available to do so many things that now we have a tremendous opportunity in front of us. So What is the role of informatica? The role of informatica is to provide our customers with timely, relevant, and secure data everywhere. And I'm not talking about creating a central repository of stuff that is secure, is automated, is real-time, is available. No, I'm talking about any kind of information that is available to any kind of user within the company, be integrated, be timely, be relevant, and be secure. How can we do that? We do that with what we call the Informatica Intelligent Data Platform. I'm not going to get into the details of this because today, in the rest of the sessions, you will have the opportunity to explore this in detail. But the fundamental concept is that information is available in any source. It could be traditional IT storage systems, it could be the cloud, it could be big data infrastructure, it could be Hadoop, it could be a number of different sources of information. And how are end users going to consume this information? Maybe with mobile devices, maybe with laptops in a personalized way, maybe in the cloud, in social networking. What is the role of informatica? Is to make sure that we provide infrastructure and the data intelligence to make that information available to end users the way they want to consume it, and with the latency and the security they want to consume it. But if there's only one thing that is a clear differentiator of informatica, is the base layer, what is called Vibe. Vibe is the virtual data machine, and it is the clear differentiator between informatica technology and our competitors' technology. So why is that so unique? Vibe allows customers to encapsulate the business logic and make it independent from the technology, protecting this way the intellectual property of the data and the intellectual property of the business processes that the company owns. So I have one example. It's a large bank in Spain called Banco Santander. Banco Santander has been using Informatica for 15 years now. And what they say is the unique value of Informatica is that I can put my business logic, it becomes an asset for me, and I can replicate that business logic within the different countries where Banco Santander operates. And I can reuse that business logic. In the old world, they used to use their processes with IBM DB2 infrastructure, and then they moved to Oracle, and now they're moving to big data, and then to the cloud. They can make those changes just with the click of a button, because the logic, the business logic, resides in Vibe. And Vibe can connect to any infrastructure we can think of. So Vibe protects your investment. Vibe allows you to innovate and get the best available technology at any time, making sure that your business processes are supported. So that's why Vibe is the clear differentiator of the Informatica data platform. You will be discussing this, you will be learning a lot about this today. Now, what I presented is kind of a vision or kind of a reflection as how the data business is evolving since the beginning. But we continue to do business with our customers, and what I wanted to share with you, and you will have the opportunity to explore that in more detail today, is what are the key initiatives that our customers are relying on Informatica with. So most of our business is coming from analytics, because customers want to make better decisions, now in a different way, now with cloud infrastructure, with big data infrastructure, with appliances, not the traditional data warehouses and ETL processes we used to have in the past. Now analytics are more sophisticated, and now we continue to support them in a much more efficient way. The second initiative is what we call total customer relationships. We help organizations to understand their customers, how they're interacting with us, and as I said before, by putting together information coming from social networking with information available in the company, now we can track how customers are influencing other people that could potentially become our customers as well. So we are going beyond what is the total customer relationship traditional approach. The next initiative we are working on is application consolidation. So Now, companies are becoming more efficient in the way they're managing their technical infrastructure. Companies are buying companies, they're mergers and acquisitions, and as a result of those mergers and acquisitions, systems are becoming redundant. So we're helping organizations to consolidate that infrastructure and to provide the data in a most cost-effective way. Cloud, we just described briefly about the cloud. We have a cloud offering, and we are helping our customers to manage the data in the cloud and to connect their cloud applications with the on-premise applications. And we provide software as a service. We're entering the cloud business in a very comprehensive way. And then finally, the last IT initiative that we focus on, most of our businesses focus on, is data governance. Nobody wants to go to jail, right? So data governance is about compliance, it's about reporting, it's about providing the authorities with the information that they need. So most of the content that you will see today will be around those initiatives. And as you can see, those initiatives are somehow contributing to the vision of this fundamental change that is happening in the market, moving from the age of productivity to the age of engagement. If there's one thing, only one single thing that I would love you to remember when you leave today's sessions, when you go back to your homes, when you go back to your works, is Informatica platform, we make great data ready to use. That's the single message that I really would like or would appreciate you to remember. Information that is clean, information that is connected, information that is safe. That's the clear differentiator of Informatica. Now, it's not only us, the ones who are selling this vision, it's analysts like Gartner. They're positioning us as leaders in the data integration space, in the cloud integration, in the data quality, in the data masking, in the data archiving, in the master data management category. So we are making the previous place we discussed a reality, and that's the way that our analysts are reporting this. Not only Gartner, also Forrester, leader in every category. Not only analysts, but also customers. Over 5,500 customers rely on Informatica platform for the 5 different plays we were discussing before. And as you can see, we're not industry specific. We work with customers in every sector, in financial services, in government, healthcare, manufacturing, retail, transportation, distribution. I just mentioned a few examples, and today you will learn more examples about the value we're providing, how we are supporting our customers. And not only customers, but also partners. Our partners are relying on our technology to make customers successful and implement the vision that we were discussing before. And this is a corporate presentation, by the way, so this is being presented everywhere in the world, and it's interesting to see Comtas right here. So our distributor in Turkey is a well-recognized partner for Informatica with a significant amount of success and knowledge to make customers successful in Turkey, so we are very excited about that. In fact, Comtas received an award as the best partner in Europe in the last kickoff at Informatica, so very excited about that. And, well, I'm not going to repeat that because Sertu already presented that slide. This is, well, some numbers about Informatica. And with that, I finish. I hope the message was clear enough, it's exciting, you appreciate the opportunity we have in front of us, we appreciate the significant change in the age of engagement. Thank you very much.